Texas Governor Greg Abbott's announcement that the state would erect new border barrier and even a wall, as he described in Del Rio yesterday, a town on the border, is the latest escalation in his efforts to crack down on crossings. He says that the state has to do in response to the Biden administration. This comes at a time when crossings remain high. The governor's details in these announcements yesterday were pretty thin. He did not say how much new barrier Texas would install, where it would be, what it would look like, or even a timeline. The governor says that those details are coming, perhaps as soon as next week. But until those are solved, local officials along the border, lawmakers have a lot of questions about who's going to pay for this and what it's going to look like. And there's also the issue of state troopers arresting migrants. Over the last few months, the state, as it has done in recent years, has put a lot of state troopers, put a much heavier law enforcement presence on the border. The governor says that these troopers will begin making arrests in greater numbers, and that more jail space is needed. This really comes back to other things that Abbott has done in recent months. We saw him. He's trying to revoke the licensing of migrant shelters that hold migrant children. Something the state has done for years, but Abbott said is no longer the state's responsibility. The Biden administration has pushed back on that. We saw also earlier this year, the governor, made accusations. He broadcast accusations that children at some emergency shelters were being abused or neglected in these shelters, which didn't come to. There was really no evidence that was ever the case.